My name is Kevin Michael Donnelly. I'm from Albany, New York originally, retired out of Boston. I've been living down here now for 7 years. Well, when I was a kid, we had Dr. William Powers. We called him Joseph Mengele. And he butchered us, and it was a very painful experience, but it was all my parents could afford. So we got to shy away from that and kind of stayed away from the dentist as often as we could. And over the years, athletics without a mouth guard, a kick here, a chip there, and I just kind of weaseled my way into this corner where I looked like I lived in Appalachia. And I finally got to a position in life after retirement where I needed some beyond imaginable dental work, and that's how I showed up at your door.
So how did you find Ocean Oaks Dental Group?
Looking on the internet and reviewing credentials, pictures like this to see what was going on. And then a recommendation from one of my wife's friends about your staff and how friendly and accommodating they were. And I just figured it's time. I convinced myself long enough that I didn't need it and showed up. And the experience was not anywhere near what I had thought it would be. I wasn't alarmed at all. I didn't feel ill at ease. I felt like they knew what they were doing, your operation, and the people that were here that I had met. And after the explanation of the procedure, I figured, well, let's go to war. Let's make it happen. I mean, it's a very welcoming environment. You know, I've had open heart surgery, and you know, you look for people who you'd sit down and have a drink with and talk to. And I think that was the original impression I got when I came here, was that that was the kind of welcoming environment. And I was made to feel at ease. I knew in my back of my mind that I looked terrible, but I wasn't made to feel like that. I was made to feel like you've come to the right place, we have all the right answers, and we know what we're doing, and this is how we do it. There was a complete explanation of the procedure, and you know, there was plenty of back and forth, which I thought was very valuable. When you asked for a picture, what do you want to look like at the end of this, and those things. So they were very encouraging conversations that make you feel at ease and make you want to go through the process, because it's extensive. But I do have to say, not uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I was impressed with it is that you're doing the 3D graphic stuff and all of that. That was one of the driving forces for me to come out, was that 3D printing and all that now is a reality, and the materials have come so far. So for me, you being so immersed in it and the one-stop shop really is what drew me in, after the fact of meeting the people who are going to be in the process. That's really what drew me in. I was assured that what I was looking for at the start of this process, I would cross the finish line of having. In other words, I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted to look like, and you were able to not only convince me, but you could deliver that. And each phase of it, as we moved along, I could see that becoming a reality and making it more and more believable. Because in the beginning I thought, And believe me, I'm choking back what I really want to say, and I know that'll be edited out. Thank God.
So
When I came in, the first question I had after the picture you took, and I asked myself this humorously because, you know, it's self-deprecating. Did anybody survive the accident that I was in? Okay. You can leave that in if you want. I'm a humorous guy too. You can convince yourself, as we had talked previously, that you don't look that bad. And then when you go through the process where you actually have to look at yourself pre and post, okay, you really wake up and you really look at yourself and say, boy, for somebody that really cares about how I look and how I appear, I couldn't be any further away from that if I had tried any harder than I had. So from where we started to where we are today, it's not just restoring my smile that you did. You, like I said previously, it's restoring my confidence. It's, you know, doctors like you restore hope, which is, I think, is something that's more valuable than just the mechanics that you add. And along with that process is the healing and the improvement. They're kind of subsequent to the original meeting and how things go and how you view the entire process. So where I am today, as opposed to where I showed up, I would think it would be inadequate to say, yes, I'm satisfied. Yes, I think I've got my dollar value out of it. I think we're a hell of a lot further along than that. If I had to go through this again, I'd be in the front door in 2 minutes. I don't think I haven't been in a dentist's office in the last 25 years that had an approach like this, that had as much caring about the patient from a comfort standpoint and from a personal standpoint. I think I'm a very garrulous guy and I take up a lot of time. I know that. But to me, the most important thing that your operation offers is people that understand what the needs are, the knowledge to know how to fix it, and the ability to deliver it. And those are the things that made me want to stay. And I'm a patient forever. Until you all retire. Which, well, I might outlive you, I doubt that. So at least until the end comes for me, any dental issues that I have, I'll be here in a minute. I won't even hesitate to call, which is something that I never thought I'd get over. And I'm durable. I can eat a lot of discomfort and everything, but that wasn't the case here. You know, that's nothing that you're gonna feel here. For anybody that is in a similar situation to what I was in, I would recommend your organization be visited immediately. Don't feel afraid. Come in, relax. That's the first thing you'll notice, is it's a relaxed atmosphere. People who care, willing to talk to you, friendly, informative. Anybody that was like me, this is a home run if you hit. If you're swinging for the fences, you'll make the ball out of the park here. They do everything right. And the patience during the time frame, okay. And the crushing level of detail. Are you sure this is what you want? This is where I think that, I mean, all of that, your questions will be answered. And, you know, you'll end up looking like me. Believe you me, that's a goddamn blessing.